Okay, now Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, start beginning of Allah who's most merciful Almighty. As we have discussed about in previous classes, regarding organizational behavior, and we have discussed a lot of things regarding organizational behavior. What does it mean by organizational behavior and why we are studying organizational behavior? Now, furthermore, we have onward, we're talking about our overview of organizational behavior, why we need to study, why we have the knowledge of organization behavior. Okay. Why it's needed to have the skills of organizational behavior. Being a manager, we must know. Being a manager, we must know. Yeah, we must have this skill in order to make our organization very smooth run or make it successful. Organization behavior is a organizational behavior. It gives you an understanding. It gives you knowledge, skills. It gives you ability to understand how you have to make a relationship with your employees, how you have to maintain the relationship with your employees, how to connect them, how to understand them, how to have a close relationship. It and simple and short, we can say that how to take best out of your employees. That what the organization behavior is all talking about. Now, organizational behavior is mainly focusing on interpersonal skills of who? Interpersonal skills of employer and employees. If you remember that we have discussed about, if you remember, we have discussed about that. We said that in 1980s, the business schools were they were having highly focus on economics, accounting, and finance and quantitative techniques, but they have no concentration on human behavior and people skills, and the people skills were received relatively very less attention. That's why they receive very less attention. That's why after that a lot of problems occur. A lot of problem occurs. When that time problems was with the employees productivity, and because a lot of employees are they are affected, mentally affected, body fractures, a lot of physically harmness will happen. Physical harmness happened, mental harmness happened with the employees, which ultimately caused the productivity of a company. Now what happened that when a company realized that they are going through a huge disaster, which is the main factor of that is that human. Now then they realize that now you have to focus on human behavior, human skills, because humans are the engine of the organization. So we have to focus on a human, because on a human skill, on a human behavior, on a human wants, needs, desire, on their health, on their well-being. And they said that then they started observing that yes, employees, human beings are full of emotions, and if they're full of the emotions means a lot. Now when you are caring for the emotions of employees, when you're caring for the emotions of employees, their likes and dislikes, definitely employees are ready to kill themselves for your organization, and they give their 100% best to make your organization or to succeed your organization. Now what happened, look, over the past 3 decades, almost over the past 3 decades, business faculties or business institutions, they're highly focusing on they're highly focusing on human behavior skills. Now why they're focusing on that? Because they are saying that understanding human behavior plays determining managers effectiveness. It means human behavior, when you have complete understanding on human behavior, when we have yeah when we have full understanding on a human behavior skills, now the thing is that when you have human behavior skills, you need understanding on human behavior skills, ultimately what happened that it will human behavior skills will give you an education to identify the effectiveness of the organization, and as well as with the human skills you can easily judge the top management, judge the top management too, or your managers too, because it will help you in appraising your employers, because how you appraise, but how the appraise of the how you can appraise the whether my manager is effective or not. Definitely the appraise towards employee will give their feedback, then the employee will give the feedback, then they're able to give respond that yes, Yes, yeah, that person is effective or that person is not effective. Now we have discussed about these things, and we said that human skills, understanding a social relationship or social skills or connectivity between the top management and the lower management or employees, there should be very a social relationship. Now social relationship will whenever there's a social relationship between whenever there's a social relationship between the top management and the lower or employees, so there will be positive outcomes. What will be there? There will be a positive outcomes. Now see what we have said that, look, we are mainly focused, organization behavior is mainly focused on that it is developing managerial interpersonal skills. It is developing managerial interpersonal skills. It helping out that a manager to develop has interpersonal skills. As we said, what is interpersonal skills? Interpersonal skills mean the communication, the connectivity, the relationship between managers and employees, the close relationshipness. The more the relationship is close, the higher productivity will be there. That now developing managerial interpersonal skills. Now when a manager can develop interpersonal skills, so it will help him. What will help him? It will help him on what? It will help him to attract or keep high performing employees within your organization. Now see, many organizations, I have been talking with many people that they're saying that we are leaving the organization just because of our bad behavior of our bosses. Now 85% of people, they are not satisfied from their job just because of their bad behaviors of their bosses. Now the bad behavior means there is a gap between their employer and employees. Now what is the gap? And the gap is there that the interpersonal skill is not accurate, is not according to the employee's perspective. The interpersonal skill between employees and employer is not good. Means that manager is not unable to have this skill. He's not learned the skill, even he is not practicing this skill. It means that he is generating gap between the subordinates and as well as the managers. He's trying to generate the gap. When the gap is generated, automatically employees will leaving the organization because you are not concerning for them. Whenever you're not concerning, you're not giving the value, so definitely they will not work for you. Why they should work for you if you're not giving them value? The same is simple as that. Employees are looking for value. Monetary is not the ultimate factor that employees should work with you. There is some other factors. Employee value, respect. This value, respect. These are the words which is they are looking for. They want to have this. Now, if you are unable to provide, so definitely it will affect. Now, if you remember that, now see, a recent survey was happened. A recent survey, hundred of workplace, more than 200,000 respondents that who responded that showed that social relationship among the co-workers and supervisors were strongly related to overall job satisfaction. Now, what is that? Over 200,000 responded. It means this is a big claim. It's a big claim that look, over 200,000 respondents. They said that the relationship between co-workers and employees, the what type of relationship? Social relationship. So what does it mean by social relationship? Social relationship means that the manager should take care of their employees. The manager should look after their employees. The manager should understand the feelings, the desire, the objective, the demands of the employees, and every single feeling he that should understand. Now when a manager should understand the closeness, the closest, the understand the feelings, it means between the manager and our employee there is no gap. It means if there is no gap, so definitely employee can freely easily can share his or her points of view to the top management with the manager. If there is a gap between top management and lower management, automatically dissatisfaction will drive. Now satisfaction will creating satisfaction, you have to make a close social relationship. What the social relationship? Again, I'm telling you, friendly relationship. Friendly relationship means like a parental leadership style. Parental leadership style means like if you are like similar like the parents, they are looking after you, after your health. Now same employees are expecting that we have to be cared. We have to be cared by somebody that somebody should care us, somebody look after us, somebody look after about our health, about our children, about our situation, which is every good or bad, every situation, he or she should be with us all the time. Now definitely employee will job satisfaction will increase. They will never be dissatisfied, because you're caring for them. When you're caring for them, so they care for your organization. Simple formula is this, the simple formula: care for your organization, care for your employees, employee will take care of for your organization. If you're not taking care of your employees, employee will not take care of your organization. Take care of them, they will take care of yours. That's it. Now see what we have said, that positive social relationship also were associated with a lower stress at work and lower intention to quit. Again, the same study, which is that the same study, this study have another finding. What is the finding? It said that positive social relationship means always you looking after them, look after their health, about their, every situation you're helping them, cooperate with them, guide them, train them, teach them. Now just like your child, just like you're dealing with your kids. Now see, when you have positive relationship with your employees, ultimately it means it will make a lower stress. What do I mean by lower stress? Lower stress means whenever you have close relationship between your employees and with your employees, so it means that there is an open system. An open system, what do you mean by open system? Open system means it means that you have your door, you are being a manager, your door is open for all employees. All employee means whenever they have problem, they should come for you. Whenever they face a problem, they can easily come to you and discussing your problem, and sharing their suggestions, sharing their objections, anything that whatever they want there, they can easily come toward you and they can participate with you. They can, they have the view, they have the point of view of viewers, and they want to share their feelings with you. It means you are a good listener. Now you are being a manager, you have to be a good listener. When you have a good listener, when you are a good listener, ultimately employee can share that. Now when they share, you understand, you listen, you understand, you feel, you give them good feedbacks. Now if when you are giving them good feedback, ultimately what will happen, that the stress level will be decreased, and the intention of the employee will the intention of employees to quit the organization will be lesser than. Now they were not quitting the organization. Why? Because they receive value from the top management. When they receive the value from the top management, so the relationship is very good. Now definitely they will say that, oh, whenever they face a problem, they will come to you and they will looking after positive feedback. They look after the positive feedback. They believe that if we face a problem, and when you go to the top management can give us a guidance, not only give us a guidance, and also teach us that how to handle this situation. Now see, when you have a good communication skills with your employees, ultimately our employees will be delighted, will be happy, and the stress level will be decreased. And furthermore, not only the stress level will increase, that the intention to leave the organization will be lesser. Now if you remember, I give you an example of that. The prime market was a company who was investing billions of dollars on their employees. Now what happened that a person came to the owner that you are investing billions of dollars on your employees. Are you not scaring that? Are you not scaring of leaving your employee? If the employees leave you, so it means you're in the loss. He said, yes, you're right. Yes, you are right. You are right. I agree with you. But say that I'm investing billions of dollars on my employees, but in return, I'm giving them too much value, love, that they never think of leaving the organization. Now, see, value, what value that much have, giving value your employees, having huge impact on their productivity, on their performance, on their commitment for you. So managers, now, when the managers are having good interpersonal skills, so what might happen? The good interpersonal skills will directly affect the organization on employees' performance too. Now, when a manager is having good interpersonal skills, so ultimately, what will be the result? Now, being a manager, for example, my manager is having very good interpersonal skills. He's looking after me, look after me, we're caring me and valuing me. So what I feel that this organization is like a home. It's a place is like a home. It's very this places feel this place is that I feel that this I'm a very I'm very comfortable, because everything what I want this organization is giving to me. So when I was expecting when I'm thinking that this organization is very valuable, I'm valuable for this organization. when I'm thinking that I'm valuable for this organization, so ultimately this organization become valuable for me. So ultimately, the organizations become valuable for me. So I will be glad to work there. I will be glad. This workplace will be a very pleasant, very delighted, very happy. I feel that I'm enough. I feel that I feel that I shouldn't leave this organization. I shouldn't go my home because I want to spend my all time and to work and work for my organization to make it succeed. So the what only one reason, that is interpersonal communication, interpersonal skills of the top management, good communication of the top management. If they have this, if they have a good communication with you, so ultimately the place where you are working, if you feel very delighted, we feel very happy, and that you feel that this is a place of this place is for you, this place is for you like a home. That's it. And now what happened that now good interpersonal skills will also affect on employees. Many people, look, when you are having good relationship with your existing employees, those who are working inside your organization, definitely they have a social life, they have a social family, they have social life. They can go when they after leaving organization, they go home, they have a friends, they have family. They definitely we cannot say every person can share that. Every person can share the situation of their organization. So definitely they will share to their friends or family members or the cousins or friends or colleagues. So definitely they were expecting that they were also expecting to have to work with you, the other members, the other candidates who are working in any other company. They're also expecting to work with you. Now working with you and they're expecting, it means that for you hiring a competent, a well qualified employees very easy than for you. And then another good thing is that your existing employees will never leave your organization. Your existing employees will never leave your organization. Your qualified employees will never leave your organization. They will be staying with you for the end of your life for a longer and longer time. Now see, that was an overview of what organization behavior, that why we are studying organization behavior, why do we need to study organization behavior, what results, what outcomes we will get after studying the organization behavior. So after studying the organization behavior, your interpersonal skills will be strong enough. You will have a loss of commitment, you will have a loss of commands on your interpersonal skills. And here what else it will help you, it will help you to understand human behavior. It will help you to understand humans, their psyches, their likes and dislikes. It will help you to spend time with your it will help you to how to handle your employees on a how to handle a bad in a bad situation as well as in a good situation, and how to motivate them, how to guide them, how to train them. It will help you all these things. That now what we have now, let's move on to talk about that being inside the organization we have talked about. But what about the managers? What the managers do that now? These are the interpersonal skills a manager should have. It must develop that. But along with interpersonal skills, what other skills that need a managers need to develop? Now see, what do managers do? Now managers get things done through other people. It's a simple and clear for all. That what managers do, managers doing things done through other people. Now through other people, who are through other people? The other employees, the employees who are working under the supervision of the manager. They are the people who are doing the other activities in order to achieve the organization objective. Now what do managers do? Managers are the people who are making the ultimate decisions. Manager are the people who allocate the resources. What are the resources? Resources means the availability of all the resources which make it possible the activities. Now for example, I'm delivering lecture on online. Now online delivering lecture is now, so we have online delivery lecture. Now this physically who give us these resources? Now Rana University give us these resources and all available all these resources for the sake of to deliver our lectures. If they were unable to if they were unable to provide these resources, so what do you think we will be provided? Will we be able to connect you? No, difficult. Now there the management of Rana University provide us the what? They provide us the internet facility in order to connect with you. And that is what now it is the duty of manager to provide all the resources for the sake of to implement the actions. Now furthermore, the duty of the what do managers do? The managers direct the activity of others of attain the goals. Now let's suppose, now see, managers continuously should involve with the activities of whenever they assign the activities to other employees, so they should continuously involve with them, dealing with them, talk to them, guide them, tell them what to do, what not to do. If they have faced a problem, again they should guide them, train them, and tell them that this action should be done like this. Now, so continuously cooperating with the employees and continuously telling them what to do, what not to do, how to perform the task. And so it will help out employees to give their 100% best. Now it means that you're also playing on field, you're also playing with your employees on field. It means you are not out of the field, you are in the field, and you are cooperating and you are supporting your employees. And with the you are jointly, you are sitting with them, or you're connecting, or dealing with dealing with your situations. Now that what managers do. Managers do what? Managers do their work in organization, which consciously, it means that awarely. Consciously means full of mental attention. Look, managers are the people who are coordinate the activities, who are coordinate the task of a social unit. They coordinate, look, consciously coordinate the social unit. What the social unit means? Social unit means that a group of the employees, a group of employees. In a social unit, we have social unit is composed of two or more people. So social, it is a social unit, we have a group of two people or more than that. Now the function on a relatively continuously basis to achieve a common goals and or set the goals. Now what is that look, managers are the people who managers do their work in organization, and they are continuously and consciously coordinating the social units. Coordinating social unit means that they never say that only they never give the task on only to one person or one group. They distribute the task among the different groups, because when different groups are performing the task, one task, so this task will be accomplished very quickly. That's why they are going for the distributing the task among the different groups in order to come up with the achieving the common objective of organization. Now see, managers not only they are not only look, managers are the people who are decision makers. Managers are the people who are resource allocators. Managers are the people who are guiders, who tell you, who guide you, who motivate you. Managers are the people who coordinate your activities. Managers are the people now who oversee, who control your activities. Now whether now how they control that, the assignment that they which assign you. And plus, because when once the manager assign you a task, so if once a manager assign you a task, so what will happen that now once a manager assign you a task, now further a manager will monitoring you that whether you are on the track or not, whether you are achieving the objective or not, which we assign that. Let's suppose if you, why they're going for monitoring, they're going for the monitoring for the sake of that. If let's suppose we assign you a task, and one day, 2 days, after 2 days, if we won't monitor, if we won't monitor, so definitely what will happen that if we won't monitor you, so automatically uh, you will be failed to achieve the task. And like for example, monitoring is it's the duty of managers to monitor the to oversee the activities which is assigned by the department, by the manager who assigned to the employees. So definitely he or she should look after that, whether they are achieving or not. Let's suppose employee face a difficulties in one and first 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 the first day or second day. So now it is for you. Now if you continuously daily basis monitoring, so it is the best, that is the best for you, that you can easily identify the problem and you bring solution for that. Now that what managers do that. Now again we have these general consumption, we put it inside the functions, which is the activity the manager must perform that. Now when we have planning, organizing, leading, controlling, you already aware of that. Planning means that what is the planning? In planning, the managers the process which identify the goals for the organization. Then they establish then establish a strategy for all those goals and developing the plans for and plans, and inside the plans they coordinating the goals, whether how we should achieve that goals. And planning everything is because planning is a complete chapter, so we will not go with the very deeply, we just go with the short, that we define the goals, establish strategy, developing the plans to coordinate the activities. Now furthermore, once the planning is done, then moving on to organizing. In organizing, we're telling that we will going for determining what tasks to be done. Now what tasks to be done, which task, who is to do them, who is the person who perform the task, how the task to be grouped. Now which is the task, which is the which one of the task is which people should perform in a group, and which one is the task which people should perform in an individual. Because the task which is performed in an individual we cannot put in the group. The task which is need to perform in a group, we cannot give them an individual. So you see the nature of the task. According to the nature of the task, you have to justify or divide the, yeah, divide that whether it's individualistic task or holistic or group task. Now you have to identify them who reports to whom. Like if you assign them who is the supervisor of them and who is responsible to oversee of the activities of these people. Now further you have to go with the sub, definitely being a manager you have to distribute your power. Now because you cannot hold the overall power. You need to distribute it. You need to distribute your power among the other employees, because you have to see which employee is much competent, and you put them in a position like a supervisor or monitor. So you're putting them inside the status, or giving them status for the sake of, and as well as not only not only a name but also with the power. Now it also make it clear that when decisions are to be made, by who will make the decision, the final decision, who will make that. Now when you clear your employees for the employees, so it means that you have to mention all the job description of your employees. Inside the job description everything is mentioned there. Now when you give them job description, so everything is will be mentioned there. That now that will be easiest thing, that will be easier, because when you in a planning, we're developing a job description for every position. Now in order to help us to perform, everyone's to perform its own task very smoothly. Now once we organize, once we divide the task, distribute the task and assign them, tell them who is responsible for which task. Now again we going for leading function. We look after that and we see that whether the employees are performing the task or not. If they are performing the task, and how, and up to which extent they are performing. If we are asking some questions whether the employee is having problem or not. If the problem is there, what sort of problem is there, whether that is whether that a monetary problem, what is the non-monetary problem, what is. So again we are asking questions that, so in order to answer it, that let's suppose you observe that for the last of one week or 2 week, the productivity level is not that much up to your expectations. Because when you are making plan, you also make a plan of expectations. Now when you observe that the expectation, they are not doing the job according to my expectations. Now then you're going for assessment, you're looking for that, then where the problem is. Now if you see the problem is in your employees are not motivated to work. Now you are coming with the motivations, stories or motivations attitude in order to motivate your employees and to do the best for your organization. Not only motivation, but also if they don't need motivation, they need a direction. So you are coming forward and give them direction and tell them what to do, what not to do, how to perform the task. Now selecting the most effective communication, selecting the most effective communication channel and resolve the conflict. Now moreover, if there's issues arise, if there is an issue between top management and lower, the gap is there. Now you have to or maybe the issue is there within employees. Now you have to go and resolve the conflict and go and play as a matter level, a mediator, and as a mediating, as you have to play as mediators. So in order to resolve that conflict, when you resolve the conflict automatically, because it's the job of your being a manager, is your job, is your duty, is the function of yours, that you have to resolve the conflict which is arise inside your employees. If you are unable to resolve the conflict, ultimately it will create a huge problem for you. Now another we have controlling. Controlling is a controlling. Now now we guide them, we teach them, we tell them how to do, how what not to do, we resolve the every issue which occur. Now again, we go for controlling, for monitoring. Monitoring activities to ensure they are being accomplished as a planned, or correcting any significant deviation. Now see, we have to look after that. We have to look, we see that whether the employees are on the track or not, whether the employees are on the track, whatever the track we identify for employees, whether they are performing the same duties, tasks or not. So if they are, if problem is there, if employees are deviated from its own task, deviated means they convert it, they can, they shifted their plans, or they're unable to, they're on the wrong track. Deviation means someone is on the wrong track. Someone is, whatever I suggested, yeah, the job, whatever the job description is saying to them, that you have to do the task, this task is assigned for you, you have to do it. Now they are not doing these tasks, and they're doing something else. Now they are deviating from the task, from that from their track. Now deviation from the track, now you're looking for them, and after you're looking after them, no, you say that no, you whatever you're doing, that is wrong. Now come to this way, like come to again on this your right track. Now wrong track, now you are again rectifying, correcting their what, correcting their mistakes, and telling them that you are doing wrong thing performing, you are performing the task wrongly. Now do these activities, perform like this. Now which help them to rectify and understand. And there it means that it means that it is the duty, it is a function of a manager. If you won't rectify quickly, it will make a huge disaster for your organization, because on time you have to rectify the problem. Or if you won't rectify the problem on time, so maybe it will go prolong, it will go for prolong, and some other day it will create a huge issue for you. Now again, look, these functions will be unable without role. Now functions are these are the functions. Now if these are the functions, so if organizations won't provide you roles, so how would you implement these functions? It will be difficult for you. Now for the functions, for implementing the functions, you need roles. Now you need rules which provide, which is it means you need power, you need authority in order to implement these functions. Now for these functions you need what? Role. What sort of role you need it? Interpersonal role, information role, or decision role. So they must be provided you for the sake of to exercise the function. Now what do you have in manager's role? In manager's roles, we have first one, that is interpersonal role. Interpersonal role, we have figurehead, leader, liaison. Now figurehead is what? A symbolic head required to perform the number of the duties. Like a figurehead inside the organization, your manager, your leader, your manager is doing what? Your manager is coming and like distributing the what? Distributing the certificates among your employees. Or like for example, the seminars arrange it, the managers come, he will start the seminar with a speech, then go that. Now your organizations are launching a new product, the managers come and he will ribbon cut. So like a ribbon cut with a kenchi, with a scissor. They're cutting the ribbon with the scissor, and then starting a new system or a new product when they are launching that. So we can say that is a raise, arise, all the time he will come just showing himself, then that's it. Now he's also doing this kind of activities for showing him, like in conferences arranged, he will come, he will give a speech. The seminars arranged, he will come first, he will give a speech, then the rest of the people will do that. Like a session will arrange it first, the manager, the leader of the organization will, the manager of organization will come, he will say, he will just saying something, they will go up. Inside the schools we have, inside the schools or inside universities, at the end of the day, at the end of your graduation, who will give you the certificates? Definitely the leader of the organization or the managers of the organization, they will give you a certificates, and they give you handover. Now did you see the top management during your class days? No, never. Only you will see them at the end of your graduations. Now leader, first role is what? Figurehead, to perform ceremony to perform as a head of the as a head of the as a head of any department, any activities like a ribbon cut, presenting a sort of ceremonial presentation, or giving them a speech, or any many things what just a symbolic, you can say that he will come, he will do the activities, and then say he will be disappeared. Now that what the figurehead shows that. Now leader, being a manager, it is all of role of the managers that responsible for motivating and directing the employees. Also, look, we said in the function direction, leader. Now in here, leading function. Now in here, we are implementing. Now and that function, he have the knowledge. Now in a role, now he is implementing. He is bringing in practices. Now here in these 10 is in these three main roles. Now the organization is the leader is practicing. The manager or leader is practicing all those functions. Is that the role? Now leader, liaison. Liaison means that that's the maintaining connectivity network with the outside and inside of outside. Liaison, maintaining a network of outside and inside who provide favor information. Now see what we say, that manager must have interpersonal skills. Now they must go for the connectivity. Now connectivity means the relationship. Now the manager must have a close relationship to internal employees and as well as external people. Now for internal, the more he close with internal, the higher he will get a lot of information from employees. Now and as well as from external, the more he are updated from the external market, he will have a lot of information. Now the connectivity, why we're saying that they must have connectivity for the sake of to collect information, because this era is informative era, this time is informative era. This time when people are they are successful just because of the information. Those who are having information, they are succeeded. Those who are having information, they are those who are having the information, they are succeeded. So information is playing a very huge role. Information is playing a very huge role in a organizational context. Now see, that's information. Yes, Shinwari.
Yes, sir. I raised it hand because I was just in concern. If it's a trial version, it will be 45 over
No, no,
the
it's not
class.
trial
So
version.
you are about to reach. Okay,
It's not trial
okay,
version.
okay, okay.
It's not
Okay, if
trial
it's not
version.
a trial version, so it will continue
Yeah, yeah,
until
it's
the
not.
end of the class.
Yeah, it's not a trial version, dear. Don't worry.
Okay, okay, it's okay, sir. Thank
We
you so
have,
much.
at this time is we are updated. We have a full version.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now, as I said that managers functions will be, the function they have, they must do the duties, but the duty we have to give them role. Now, to perform all those functions, the first one, interpersonal role. Interpersonal role, we have figurehead, leader, and liaison, where they need to perform the activities. So if you're unable to provide them, so then it could be create a problem. Now see, now next one we have information role. Now manager, they must have the information role. They like what? Monitoring. Now monitor. Now information, being a manager, if you want to be a successful manager, you must have 24/7, 24/7, 24/7. You must be active to collect the data, to have information from every source, from anywhere. You must have the thirst of getting information from anywhere. Now it will help you to make a corrective, a logical decision. Now many people, they make a decision with the blind eyes. Now do you think that blind eyes making decision with the blind eye is good, or making decision with the facts and figures is good? Definitely the decision that you make with the facts and figure, that will be very authentic, very accurate, and very supported, and it will have a positive impact, and you believe that these facts and figure can help you out to they can help you out to have a they can help you out to make a corrective decision, accurate decision, time decision, and very will be you will be feel glad when you're making decision, because it will be authentic decision. Now see, Now that's in monitoring, not monitor. When that monitor is very important, that we must have information. You must collect the information from any source, whether from your internal employees, whether from external employees, whether from governmental, whether from any. You must have the. You must go with the SWOT analysis and pest analysis. What do we mean by SWOT analysis? SWOT analysis means strength, W means weakness, T means threats. Now you have to go with that. O means opportunity. Now, being a good manager, you have to go with these four angles. You have to analyze your strength, you have to analyze your weakness, you have to analyze the now strength and weakness. Look, two things we have SWOT, strength, weakness. These two are internal analysis. Opportunity and threats. These two are external. These two are external. Now see, receiving a wide information. Look, SWOT analysis is very much important for a manager. Now when a manager is having analysis on a SWOT, like he must have aware about strength of the organization, weakness of organization. Now why he should aware from strength and weakness of organization? Because whenever he aware of the weakness, so he can convert this weakness to the he can convert the weakness to the strength. Why he need. Okay, now, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you, but the slide is not visible.
Slide. Okay, no, it's now a little bit disconnected. Sorry.
Okay, you're fine.
Okay, now next we have what that is the manager role. Now manager role is what? Information. Look, why I'm forcing on info. I'm focusing on too much on information. A manager must be informative. A good, extraordinary manager is the one who have a lots of information. Who has who have a full of encyclopedia. He must be encyclopedia or Wikipedia. He must have also information. Now, regarding anything, if not, try, learn, books, observe, online, offline, from books, from the people, from the society, all the time should learn for the sake of to have to have a linkage, to have further information. Now when you have information, now it is the time. If you get any information which is authentic, which make your organization succeeded, now it is the second role is what you have to disseminator. Disseminator means transmit the information to who? Transmit the information to who? To your employees, to outsiders, to because you receive from outsider. Now when you receive from outsiders, so definitely you present for your employees. Like recently what I saw that recently I saw that the Afghanistan Bank and Azizi Bank. Now first the Afghanistan Bank announced they come up with a new technology. They install an app. They come up with a new app in which you can online transact, you can online pay your bills, or pay, or you can online recharge your mobile. Now this is a new feature which is coming to Afghanistan. What say then when the competitor bank saw that he come up with a new technology. Now he got the information and he this what happened that he just discussed with the he has with their technicians in order to bring your technical team. So yeah, in order to bring this new app or this new feature for our employees too. Now this is what say that this is a quick decision maker. Now this is a quick decision because if you being a manager, if you are unaware of the information, so that competitor will be, they will wrap the market, they will wrap the whole market. You will sitting on the chair, or sitting on your chair and by and rubbing your head at what I have done because you have lack of information. The lack of information will lead you toward failure. The more you have higher information, the higher you will be. Your perspective or your organization performance will be. Okay, now the last one we have spokesperson. Spokesperson, look, we have negotiators, another we have the spokespersons. Spokesperson is we have the internal, we have the spokesperson that the local or it is up to the state level. This is not a national level, like in managers, the people who are who transmit information to the outside organization regarding your plans, policies and results to only to who, to the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? Those who are invested inside your organization, who those who are at stake, like the government have the problem. Government has that they wanted to know about your policy, they wanted to know about your actions, they wanted to know about your results. And the government, who else are there, like your employees, they wanted to know about your policies, about your rules and regulations, about your results. Or the investors, they wanted to know, if the investors wanted to invest inside your organization, they want to know. Now, being a spokesperson, you have to tell every single detail to your employee, if to your those who have those who are having interest inside your organization. Now that is a minor level. What is that? That is a minor level. When we talk about the negotiators, negotiator is the major level. Like these are the national level, negotiator is the international level. When you are presenting your organization in an international platform, now you are going for seminars or going for workshops and out of the country. Now you are presenting your organization there and talking about your organization, the performance or the outcome, the results of the organization over there. So that is what negotiators. Now negotiators is where when you are negotiating, or when you are coming with a joint venture, or when you are buying a new venture, a new business, when you are going for a huge investment in some other countries. Now that what the negotiator, they play as a negotiator too, because they come up with that, they also come with a broader perspective. Now see, not only the spokesperson, not only they performing in national level, they also performing in the international level. And in negotiator, it comes under the decision role, not an information role, but it comes under the decision role of that. And look in here, we have three things in here as a role of information: monitor, dash monitor, spokesperson. Now that which is most compulsory managers need to have. When you talk about the decisional role, what decisional role, the most important, many organizations they fail just because of this decisional role. Many organizations, many employees, they leave their organization. Many organizations, they have the turnover, their employee turnover is very high rate. Many organizations where their employees are not wanting to work with them just because of their decisional role, because they're unable to take a decision accurately or on time decision. They are unable to take on time decisions. Now, being a manager, if you want to be an effective manager, if you want to be an extraordinary manager, you must develop the entrepreneurial skills. What do you mean by entrepreneurial skills? Entrepreneurs, the people who are come up with the ideas, who are the risk takers, who always looking for the benefit of organization, who are always coming with a quickly decisions. Now they never delay that. They always think that we will succeed it. They have 90%, 95%. Entrepreneurs have 95% attitude. Their attitudes are positive. 90%. The 5% they believe on themselves that we will be succeeded. Only 5% they believe that they will not fail. They will not fail. They will learn. They will not fail. They will learn. 5% still there is no failure. They said we will learn that. Now see, in decision note, being a manager inside the organization, you have to search for the opportunities. Whenever you saw the opportunity, external market, grab it and make a decision and initiate it and bring. And wherever you need changes, like inside the organization, you need to change. And you want to change in a hierarchy of culture, or you make it inside your hierarchy of organizations, or inside the culture. It needs to, because according to opportunity, you want to make your changes, to go for it, change it. Now go for the quick decisions. Entrepreneurial skills means come up with a quick decisions. Do not delay it. That decision should be quickly on time decisions. Now again, next we have being the decisional, being a good manager. The role of that is a decision role. What? Disturbance handler. What do you mean by disturbance handler? Now some look, a loss of employees when they have a problems, whenever the problems arise internally, the who are they looking for? Definitely their eyes are toward the managers. They're looking for the managers that come and resolve the issues. Now believe me, if the disturbance will carry on going on for longer and longer time, it will create a huge disaster for your organization. Being a manager, in order to address the issues quickly as possible, do not delay it, do not make it to be delayed for a longer and longer time. If you make it delayed, so this disturbance will make a huge disaster on your organizations. Now quickly come up with that. But hey, whenever there is a problem between your two employees, now come up with a quick solutions. Do not go one-sided. Go with the middle, solve it at a middle one, as a middle, not with the, not one-sided. Listen to both of them and come to the conclusion quickly. And because if you remove the disturbance quickly, it will affect on your organization. The more you create, the more you remove the disturbance quickly, the higher the productivity or the higher the performance of your organization would be. Now this disturbance like a, inside the this disturbance like a, what you can say, it's a disease. Disturbance like a disease. If it's small, it started from very small. If you are not taking care of that disease, so after some time, after months and years, it will create a huge, it will spread all over your body, all over your body. It definitely, what it will be, it will drag you down. Once it will drag you down, so you will be unable to come, you will be unable to stand back. So that's why I'm saying that whenever you identify the disease is there, so resolve quickly, solve it quickly in order to become a bigger and bigger and grab all over the organization. Now solve it quickly and resolve it and make it happy ending. Now the last one, as I said, a negotiator. Negotiator is the responsible for representing the organization in major negotiations. Now in a major platform, in high platform, as I talk about the spokesperson or the minor platform, national level, and negotiator is the international level. In international platform, they were presenting your organizations. Now after that, we are entering, now that is what we have talked about that from the beginning. And now we discussed about organization behavior. We discussed that why we are studying organization behavior, why we need to study that. We said that we will study for the sake of to have develop your interpersonal skills. We study that about the organization, the functions of a manager. What are the functions? What do managers do? We discussed about that. That yes, now being a manager, what are your areas? You have to identify that. Functions are that. Rules are what are the rules? What are the rules for you? If you have a functions, what are the rules for you? How to implement, how to make it practice enough, how to make it practice into the, how to make the practice all those rules. Now we are entering to the real, now we are entering to the, now we are entering to the, now we are entering to the real thing. That is what the managerial skills and functions are almost similar, right? Skills and functions are almost similar. Skills and functions are almost similar. Sometimes they were using overlap. They were using from one another, because if you have functions, if you the manager functions, definitely they will have the skills to implement it, because function is a learning. Now skill is what to implement the functions, now to implement the function by using role. Now though they are sometimes they are overlapping, the overlapping of the functions are overlapping. Now see, now we are talking about what we have. Management skills. Management skills, we have three skills. The most important thing is that we have the three skills of management. We have three skills of management. Now what is number one is technical skills, number two the human skills, and number three is a conceptual skills. These three skills are most prominent skills. That what is the technical skills? Now see, knowledge, every manager has a knowledge. Every manager knowledge, getting a knowledge is very easy. Now implementing the knowledge is very difficult. Now technical skill is the skills that which allow you to implement your knowledge and practically. Technical skills, what? The ability to apply specialized knowledge or expertise. The expertise, the special, the knowledge that you gain, the expertise that you gain from learning from different sources, from different books, from different people that you have learned. Now it's the time to implement it, to bring it in a practice, to bring it in a practical shape. Now that what is technical skill is that. Now human skills. Being a manager, you must have the human skills because you must have to, the ability to work with, to understand, to motivate the people. Human skill is a skill to the, you must have developed the ability to work with the people, to understand the people, to motivate the people, and both individually and a group. You must have the skills, you develop the skills that you must be able to work with the people, whether individually or group. Now if you are unable to identify the human skills or the human potential or the people or if you are unable to motivate your employees, so definitely you will not be, it means that you have missing one thing, that is what? Humanitarian. Humanity is missing, because a good manager is a good human. Humanity should be there. That if there is no humanity, so it will not be able to perform, because humanity will also make you succeed, will also succeed you, will also change your organization, because the dealing with a human, they need respect, value, dignity, understanding their objective desires. Simple as that. Give them value, respect, give them, act them like a human, act with them like a human, not like a machine. Do not force them. Try to love them, respect them, give them value. Then you see, and try to generate these skills in yourself. Being a manager, you have to develop the skills to work with the people, to be with the people, to work with them inside the field, and support them, help them, sit with them, teach them, guide them. If there are problem, sit with them and teach them that what this problem is will be solved like this. Still they are unable to perform. Do not go with the threats. Go with a smile and tell them it will be clear, it will be done, don't worry. So learn about the humanity too. Being a manager, you must have the skills of humanity. The last one, that is what? Conceptual skills. Conceptual skill is what? Is a skills. We can call that intellectual ability too. Intellectual skills also you can call that. Being a manager, you must have the skills to bring to bring a solution for any problem quickly. Like I said, the mental ability to analyze and diagnose complex situations. You must have the ability and bring the solution for that quickly. Now, now, see, conceptual skill. Now, one student asked me that, sir, how to develop our conceptual skills? How to make our conceptual skills? I asked, I told him that you can develop your conceptual skill, but conceptual skill, how? If you're a manager, if you're doing your performing managing, if you have this position, if someone offered you, if you are working under this novel position, so whenever a problem arises, you have to engage yourself by your own self. Do not call somebody else to resolve the issue. Try to resolve the issue by your own self. The more you are engaged with the problem, the higher your conceptual skill will be. This is one method. There's another method is that learn, study. The more you learn, the more you study the books, the higher you will be understanding. And whenever the problem arises, you will have quickly solution for that, which is like we develop your conceptual skills too. I hope that's all for today. Shinwari, Jangir.
Sir, it's all because we have less number of participants. So if you wind up, so that will be better.
Yeah, I should